What will help you to decide between the JBL Clip 4 and the Go3 Eco is a simple question. How will you...
Goedendag, we're DHRME. Deceptive hedgehogs replaced migratory Ewoks.
Although the JBL Go3 and Clip4 have been out for a little while, the new releases are the Eco variants, and we're happy about this. This is really our kind of product. We come across a lot of products on the channel, and the amount of plastic we see makes us uneasy. It's nice to see some brands setting a good example. The product itself is made from 90% post-consumer recycled plastic. Nice. And the speaker grills are made from 100% recycled fabric. I mean, well done, JBL. What is this? The packaging is also plastic free and uses soy milk. I think that is soy ink. Let me check. Yeah, that's soy ink. You can't add this to your coffee.
Both the Clip 4 and Go3 have this raised text feeling surface which is actually made out of plastic, but they have a nice feel in the hand. What they both have in common are the clicky buttons, but we'll talk about the controls in a bit. They're also both IP67 dust and water resistant, so no problemo if you want to take it to the beach, pool, or your dirty surroundings. Yes, we know what you've been doing. We saw that. These speakers can handle it all. And although bigger is better in most cases, it's not the same when it comes to portable devices. The inflexible carabiner clip gives the Clip 4 a slightly bigger footprint for those of you with severe space constraints.
Unlike their non-eco variants, both the Clip 3 and the Go 4 come in just 3 colors. The Go 3 is smaller and lighter than the Clip 4, but the Clip 4 one-ups the fixed loop on the Go 3 by having a carabiner clip. I don't know how you pronounce that. Leave it in the comments down below. And you know what? It sounds stupid, but the fact that there's a clip lends itself to all sorts of use cases. And the loop, well, it's less versatile. You need a hook or some sort of thing to clamp onto it.
Then we've got the controls. Easy peasy, guys. Both are the same, but just a slightly different button layout. You got your power and pairing buttons, and you've got your play, pause, volume controls, and double pressing the play, pause skips track. Unfortunately, no way to go to the previous track. So when you're showering, you gotta be powering forward. Now, first of all, we really dig the buttons. They are clicky and responsive. What we have a gripe about is that button layout we briefly mentioned. On the Go3, they're on the bottom and recessed. Great choice because you won't be using them as much as the other buttons. On the Clip 4, however, they're on the surface and raised like the audio controls. No bueno. We've had a few times that we've accidentally hit the power and pairing button, and since all the buttons work with a single press, pressing them even for a quick moment means it powers down or starts pairing. Very annoying. And since there's no microphone on board, you cannot call up your voice assistant either. Not your voice assistant or your real assistant. You can't make calls using either of these speakers.
The battery life and connectivity are where these two speakers really start differentiating themselves. Now, both charge with USB Type-C. None of them can charge connected devices. There's no app support you can use here, unfortunately, just a good old Bluetooth connection. And you can only connect to one device at a time. So if someone else wants to use your speaker, you will have to enter pairing mode. There's also no ability to pull connection from a previously paired device. You always have to go into pairing mode. Alright, so far so same. What's different, you ask? Well, it's the battery life. The Go3 lasts 5 hours on a single charge, and the Clip 4, that gives you a sweet 10 hours of battery. That's 4 times the amount. But think about it. Do you really need more than 5 hours on a single charge? No, really think about it, because once the juice drains out, both of these are very slow chargers. The Clip 4 takes 3 hours to charge up from 0, and the Go3 2.5 hours.
Now, these speakers are not big speakers, so you aren't expecting big speaker sound. The Clip 4 is literally sometimes called a bathroom speaker on some Amazon listings, so it's clear that these are meant for smaller spaces. At least our European bathrooms are small. So why do you need speakers like this? Let's compare these to two things you might have: your phone speaker and your laptop speaker. First off, here are a few quick samples.
I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the bus, then I'm ballin' like I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. When I get hot.
What did you think? Well, both of these pocket-sized speakers are way better than our M1 MacBook Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro. And in terms of volume, it's not even close. Now, both of these lack sub-bass, but again, that's not surprising.
The rubber feet on the back of the Clip 4 means laying them down will make the sound fire upwards, unlike the Go 3, which will be firing the sound forwards. And you can also lay the Go 3 down for sound. The Clip 4 can fire forwards if you have it clipped on, but on a surface it can only lay down and fire upwards. Wow, someone ought to fire me for writing the script.
Between them, the Clip 4 has more bass, but it's not a big difference if you're being honest. It's like a hint more of mid bass. Like in Daft Punk's Giorgio by Moroder, you can faintly hear the bass guitar on the Go 3 and hear it a tiny bit clearer on the Clip 4. But forget about the low mid bass or heaven forbid the sub bass. There's no such thing. But here is the thing. This obviously changes depending on the room you're in. If you're in a small shower cabin, you actually have too much bass sometimes due to the sound waves reverberating. So while these are not great for bass heavy music like hip hop, EDM, in a medium sized room, they can be too much in a bathroom, especially on the Clip 4, which does add a little bit more bass and boominess. In a mid-sized room, again, the mids and treble are clear, and that's why these work fairly fine for vocals and acoustic music. Interestingly, for the treble, I consistently preferred the Go 3 rather than the Clip 4. Go figure. 3.
To be very honest with you guys, if we were choosing between these two speakers, even though the Clip 4 has double the battery life and some advantages in the sound department, it really comes down to the form factor more than anything else. Do you prefer the upward firing speaker clip style Clip 4? That clip is actually more useful than you think. Or the sideways firing loop based Go 3. The battery life is a nice addition, but we think 5 hours isn't terrible, so that wouldn't be a deal breaker. What we really like is JBL's concerted effort at making this product eco-friendly. Big props to them for that.
What definitely would break the deal is the price. For the latest price, check out the links in the description. Using those links helps out the channel at no cost to you guys. This is the weird thing. The eco variants of these speakers aren't available everywhere. I don't know if that's just now or it's gonna be like that, but here in the Netherlands, the Go 3 Eco is about 40 euros and the Clip 4 Eco is 60 euros. In that case, it's a difficult choice. What will help you to decide between the JBL Clip 4 and the Go 3 Eco is a simple question. How will you use these speakers? Will you set it on a table with ready access to charging? Or will you hang it in your bathroom or clip it to your bag and not charge it very often? The use case determines the choice, because at this price, you're not buying for hi-fi sound quality, but a slight upgrade over your non-audio devices. We choose the Go 3 for that reason, but hey, you do you. In this case, good is good enough.
You've been going, and we've been DHRME. Namaste.
Namaste.